The Senate Judiciary Committee held a hearing on July 21st, highlighting the need to provide legal status to undocumented immigrant farm workers across the country.
In this pandemic, we've all been forced to face the reality that our food supply chain depends to a great extent on the labor of immigrants.
Immigrant workers make up an estimated 40% of dairy workers in Wisconsin. 90% of them are undocumented. Professor Jill Lindsay Harrison has researched Wisconsin's dairy labor force in depth for years.
Because it's the primary agricultural industry in the state of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin's a leader nationally in dairy production. But there's been almost no research on people who are hired to work on dairy farms.
Her research highlights the segregation on Wisconsin dairy farms.
Starting in about 2000 is the average date on which dairy farmers in Wisconsin started hiring workers from Latin America. White U.S.-born workers were moving away from dairy work, uninterested in dairy work.
The bill targeting these migrant workers earned bipartisan support and passed the House in March. It would provide a path to citizenship for H-2A visa holders. The visa is for temporary agricultural workers.
First, the primary focus of any such proposal should be reforming the H-2A program to ensure that farmers and agriculture employers have access to a stable and legal workforce.
Formal recognition by the federal government that farm workers, regardless of immigration status, are critical to our nation, critical to the food supply, critical to our economy. We can't live without them.
However, Republicans remain concerned about the security on the southern border.
In my home state of Texas, on the southern border, we have seen over 500,000 illegal crossings this year. We are on a pace to have over 2 million people cross the border illegally. And this is the direct result of decisions made by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Advocates are calling for a bipartisan effort to move the bill forward.
I'm here today simply to advocate on behalf of American agriculture and these workers to plead with the Senate to fix this broken system, to maintain the capacity of this great food and agriculture industry to continue to provide the benefits that we all enjoy in this country.
Representative Ron Kind is the only Wisconsin House member to co-sponsor the bill. He says the bill is critical to both farmers and workers. He said, especially as we work to build back from the COVID-19 crisis, stabilizing our workforce is a critical way to provide more certainty for our producers. But even with his support, most immigrant dairy workers in Wisconsin won't be impacted because they are undocumented. The bill is now awaiting Senate approval.